Mitra and Bandhuvo, welcome to South Asia Maps Intellectual Kshatriya channel, Education channel. We are continuing our discussion regarding cis districts, trans districts along the rivers in India. Today's topic of discussion is Cis-Trans, means both districts. The demarcation point is Ganga River, Padma River, Meghna River. I use for simplicity's sake GPM, Ganga Padma Meghna. Previously I discussed about the cis districts along the GPM and trans districts. Here I will give you the comparative outlook, bird's eye view of the cis districts, trans districts, both together along the river Ganga and Meghna. When you look at the districts general map, you will get a lot of information about the districts, but it will not tell you about the natural features, geographical features, etc., the landmarks that shape the history, society, culture. Take for example, when the British built their capital Calcutta, it is on the east side of river Hooghly. When the British built the railway systems after mutiny, the train ran from Delhi to Howrah, that is across river Hooghly. It never crossed Calcutta until lot of years when the technology came and the Howrah Bridge was built. Even the important dignitaries like the Governor General's Viceroys has to stop at Howrah station, take a ferry and go to the capital Viceroy's Valhalla in Calcutta. So it's very, very important to get a different perspective. In this context, I will give you a different perspective of discussing cis-trans districts. After this presentation, you will get a clarity about what is cis region, cis district, what is a trans region or trans provinces districts, river Ganga, river Padma, river Meghna, river Hooghly, and Darul Islam and Darul Harb in the historic Bengal region. Ganga Padma Meghna trans districts. If you position yourself in Delhi here and traveling on the Indo-Gangetic plains, you never cross the Ganga river yet, and you come and see the Ganga river in the Bengali territory. That is called, once it crosses, enters the Bengali territory, the river becomes Padma. After some time, downstream it gathers Jamuna, that's Brahmaputra waters. Again downstream after Dhaka, Chandpur, it gathers Meghna waters. So the river is Ganga, Padma, Meghna. The same river, different names. So the cis means same side. We are in the same side of the river. We have not crossed the river. Trans means across the river. We cross the river. That is trans. So cis region, cis districts here. This is the river. Trans region, trans district here. Darul Islam means Islamic land where Muslim converts, proselytes live. They predominate. 47. They waged street riots in Bengal and ran away with large chunks of territory annexed to Darul Islam. The rest of the land where still Kafirs live are called Harbis, means to be put to sword, is called Darul Harb. That is Darul Harb region, Darul Islam region. In the Bengal, that is the historic Red Cliff line, dividing line between the West Bengal and East Bengal. That is Allah's land. This is the Allah's land. This is the Kafir's land. Eternal warfare between these two is present in the Islamic theology. Darul Islam, Darul Harb. Mo means Islamic proselytes, Kafirs to be subdued. That is the Red Cliff line. That is the Allah's line. Coming back to cis districts, here we see cis districts, trans districts. This will be Arunachal Jharkhand region, Santal Parganas have mentioned for clarity. Then we have Birbhum, even though it doesn't touch the river exactly, but it's little bit very closer. So Birbhum district. Then we have Murshidabad district, where formerly Islamic Ghazis, Jihadis, Islamic conquistadors ruled from Murshidabad, which were overthrown by British conquistadors, European conquistadors. That means Islamic imperialism replaced by the British imperialism. Portuguese previously tried to uproot them from Chittagong, that is a Catholic imperialism, Christian imperialism. They failed. Whereas the British imperialism succeeded. British didn't rule India like a Christian imperialist. They ruled like a European imperialist. That is the difference. So Santal Parganas, Birbhum, Murshidabad continue, Nadia district and Jeshore district, then Faridpur district, Bakkarganj district. Bakkarganj district is historically called Barisal district. I have shown other small district now, Bola district, Bola island. These are all the Cis regions. Santal Parganas, Murshidabad, Birbhum, Nadia, Jeshore, Faridpur, Bakkarganj. Even though Santal Parganas is exactly in the Bengali territory, but sprinkling of Bengali speaking population exists there. Then you cross the river Trans opposite side. Then we have the Purnia district or Simanchal region, Kosi region, Koshik Pradesh here, north of the river. That is the Bihari speaking. Then we have Malda district. Then this is the Dinajpur district showing here for the context. Then Rajashahi district, historic Rajashahi, and Pabna district here. And Jamuna river joins Padma river at Goyalundo here. Then continues, this is the Dhaka historic division. That is the Gazipur, Munshiganj and all those Manikganj areas, now the districts. Dhaka district and Meghna district, you cross it. Tipera district. Tipera district is Komila district. It is not Tripura. But adjoining there used to be a princely state, Tripura. Now that is a state or province or union territory in India. Tripura is different from Tipera. Tipera is nothing but Komila. Then Naukali district and Chittagong district. So these are the Trans district, these are the Cis district. The Islamic conquistador, dismemberment of the Bharat, balkanization, partition, and its seeds were sown in this area. Wahhabi movement, later formation of Muslim League 1905, and the large-scale rioting by the Islamic gangsters in the streets in 40s at Naukali, Tipera riots, Naukali riots, and Calcutta riots during the time of Bengali Hindus butcher Hussain Shahid Suhrawardi, the premier of Bengal at that time. All this unnerved the Congress leadership. They surrendered before the Ghazis of Islam, Jihadis of Islam, swordsmen of Islam, Talwars of Islam, Saiful Islam 1947, signed the June 3rd partition plan, and establishment of the Radcliffe line occurred here. That is the separating line between both Bengals. That is the Allah's land. This is the Allah's land, Darul Islam. This is the Harbis Kafir's land. Allah's line, Radcliffe line. Bhagirathi Hooghly line, symbolically. So all these things after independence partition matured into Mekhaleism, secularism that debilitated Hindus further, alienation of Hindus. Hindu cultural disembowelment occurred until late after post-independence. Three great scholars emerged in India: Maharshi Sitaram Ramswarupji and Mahadrishta Sitaram Goyalji and Dr. Coenrod else. They made doctrinal rejoinders to the concept of alienation and secularism and so on. In the Voice of India think tank, the intellectual movement, they started. This is the historic Bengal presidency I talked about before. There were 12 divisions, which I am not going to detail. Essentially, this is the Hooghly Bhagirathi river. West is Burdwan division, east is Presidency division. When you talk about the Ganga Padma Meghna. This became the Cis region, the entire presidency division. You can see this is the Patna district, and Ganga river comes here, cuts through Mangyar district at that time, Bhagalpur district, and Santal Parganas. It goes, then enters into Bengali territory. In the south, you see Murshidabad district. You see the Nadia district, where the Battle of Palasi, Gazwa Palasi, was fought in 1757. And you see Birbhum, close to the river. Then Birbhum, Murshidabad, Nadia, Jessore district, Faridpur. These are all Cis districts. We didn't cross the Ganga Padma at. Then Bakarganj or Barisol district. Now we cross into Ganga Trans districts. This is the in Bihar Simanchal, that is the Kosi region, Purnia division. Then the Malda district, historic Rajashahi district, and Pabna district. You can see these three. They came under historic Rajashahi division. Then in the Dhaka division, you have a Dhaka district. Then Tipera, that was I was talking about, that is Komila district. Tripura is a princely state. Here you can see princely state of Tripura, princely state of Manipur, princely state of Kasi, princely state of Kochu, Bihar in northern Bengal, ruled by Rajbanshi Maharajas. So we are in the Trans region, Rajashahi, Pabna, Dhaka, Tipera, Naukali. This is the place where the famous Naukali riots occurred in 1940s. They led to the partition of India. Congress leadership virtually determined to give the Ghazis, jihadis, our land and buy the peace. Then just for clarity's sake, I continued Chittagong district, even though the district is not exactly on the river. This is the Ganga Sagar or Bay of Bengal. You can see the same fascinating thing here. We are looking at this Bhagalpur. This is the Ganga Padma. This is Jamuna. This is Meghna. This is the Cis district. You can see here Jeshore and Khulna, Borisal and all these things. Across the river Trans, you can see Malda, that is the English Bazaar, Rajashahi and Pabna here, and Manikganj, that is a part of Dhaka district, and this is the Komila, that is Tipera district, and Naukali and Chittagong here. And you can see the river in a different perspective. Ganga here enters into Bengali territory, Padma. You see the Trans region, this is the Padma, Meghna river, and the Trans district, Cis districts. I am showing the same thing here. This I have highlighted Faridpur district, a Cis district. You can see the fascinating river, and Jamuna river and Ganga river, Padma river and Meghna river here, and Meghna here, and Jamuna here, and Ganga. Now Bangladesh has many districts. Historically at the time they used to have around about 15 districts. The partition, balkanization time, now they have many districts. So Nawabganj, Rajashahi, Nator and Pabna here, Manikganj, Munshiganj in the Dhaka region, and Chandpur and Komila, that is Tipera, and Naukali and Feni and Chittagong in the Trans region. This is the river. In the southern part, and you can see the Kushtia district and Rajashahi, Faridpur, that is the Madaripur, and this is the Borisal region, and this is the Bola Island, and so on. That is the fascinating Cis-Trans districts along the river Ganga Padma Meghna. Trans district, Cis district, Darul Harb, Darul Islam, we discussed as a part of Cis-Trans district concepts. Thank you very much, Mitrom and Bandhuvam. And if you like the content of this channel, and we have our intellectual Kshatriya channel. If you are not visited, please visit South Asia Maps Reddy. There are more than 150 fascinating presentations I have made for you to share the knowledge with you. And if you like those presentations, please subscribe and put your comments. I am going to put this particular presentation in the playlist called Cis-Trans districts. There are already 3 there, and there are more than 24 playlists already present on varied topics with in-depth knowledge and understanding on the topic it will bring to you. Thank you very much. and see you later, J. Reddy.